Let me show you a tour of the original court. It's a criminal court, but we're sitting as a regional, as a civil court because there's something wrong with the machines in civil court, I think. In a criminal court, this is where the presiding officer sits, that's prosecution, and then this is the defense. Then that's witnesses. If you are accused, you stand here and sit here. Then that's the auditorium. Not auditorium, that's the audience or whatever it's called. But yeah, this is how you are in custody. You come up from these stairs because you are underneath, so grids, whatever it's called, basically court cells underneath the court. That's where you would be if you are, maybe it's your first appearance or you've just been detained in custody until the end of your trial. Then accused, and then you'd obviously come sit here as an accused, sit in the order that you guys are as charged. And then yeah, again, that's the state. So the prosecutor sits here, defense, witnesses, and the interpreter, presiding officer, then the stenographer or clerk sits here. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another car video. I'm joking, it's not a car video. Hi practitioners, hi people who are going to be doing bail this December because accused have a right to appear before court within 48 hours of their arrest, and they also have a right to do a bail application at any point until the trial or the matter is completed. And most of them will want to do bail on Christmas Day, the day after Christmas. On those are police bails, you can get those during the weekend, but yeah. So and then they're going to be wanting to do bail like on the 27th after holidays. And yeah, if you are skeleton staff maybe, or if you are just available for bail during December, things that you must be aware of is that different crimes require different types of bail applications. And today I will specifically speak to you guys about Schedule 6 and 5 crimes, and then I will touch on like 2 and all of those things. Okay, I have my laptop down here, so I will be looking down a bit. We try and put it in a position where I don't have to look down. Okay, I actually might have to look down. Things first, if you are going to be dealing with the bail for the first time, what you need to understand, I've done a video on bail applications, but somebody asked a question here on my YouTube, I'll take a screenshot of the question. Can you do a video on the different types of schedules of, is it schedules or schedules? Schedule 5, Schedule 6. So what do you all guys, how do you guys pronounce it? Schedules, whichever way you pronounce it, but this is what I'm telling you now. Remember, none of my videos are legal advice. If you are looking for legal advice, please go and speak to a practitioner, book an appointment, pay their fees, and see them. It's that simple if you are looking for advice. And if you do not afford legal representation, you can go to legal aid. There's pro bono. There's so many places that you can get legal assistance for free, but none of my videos are legal advice, and pay practitioners if ever you want to consult. Anyways, it's on Chapter 9 of the Criminal Procedure Act 51 of 1977 as it is amended. So then the conditions are then stipulated in terms of Section 59, 59A, Section 60 of the Criminal Procedure Act as amended. If ever you want to understand bail out of interest, out of anything, just remember that those are the sections. I'm not going to deal. Then how do you then apply for a bail? So on first appearance, so if for example your accused person is somebody who's just charged for a Schedule 2, 3, 1, whichever crime, they actually are entitled to apply for bail on the first appearance, unless they are charged with crimes that are under Schedule 5 or Schedule 6 or any other schedule that would require the police to, or the state to request maybe to verify their address. If maybe their address is not verified by the time they are brought to court, and the state would like to satisfy itself that this person has a valid address or this person has an alternative address, that matter can be postponed up to 7 days. But most of the time courts would require that actually, if the crime is not that serious, it's not that deep. I'm not saying that there are crimes that are not that deep, but sometimes they would just say release the person on warning, or require that, okay, you don't need to postpone it for 7 days, postpone it until tomorrow and find the what's this, and find the address of, and verify the address of the thingy. So if I've said this before, if you are, I'll link the video that I'm speaking about on my first bail application video, that type of video. If you are an accused person that is charged with a Schedule 5 offense, you must adduce evidence that show that it's in the interest of justice to be permitted to be released on bail. And remember, bail doesn't mean that the matter is finalized. Guys, my hair is crazy. I'm going to do it tomorrow. I'm trying to decide, should I crochet or should I crochet or should I twist? A crochet is very painful and I don't want to do it wrong. So I might actually just twist my hair and do a crochet in Durban. Anyways, back to this. And then if you are arrested for and charged with a crime of a Schedule 6 offense, the accused must adduce evidence that show that exceptional circumstances exist in which the interest of justice permit their release on bail. So what are the offenses under Schedule 5? Because that's one question that you always get asked, and you ask yourself every day, like, especially when it's now the bail day and you and the prosecutor, maybe you, because you have to say, okay, they would ask that, is this the defense in agreement that this is indeed a Schedule 1 or whatever schedule that you guys agree on? So you must know, okay, what is this? How is it? So this is Schedule 5 offenses are attempted murder. Firstly, it's murder. Yeah, it is under Schedule 5. Attempted murder with infliction of grievous bodily harm, rape, compelled rape of an adult, remember, of an adult, TIP offenses, and then TIP Act offenses, drugs with the value of more than 10,000 Rand, offenses committed by a member of SAPS, sexual offenses or compelled offenses, sexual assault or sexual assault with a child under the age of 18. And then if you are now charged with a crime, say it's a Schedule 3 crime, and then you get and you are previously convicted for a Schedule 1 offense, you would then be charged under Schedule 5. And then Schedule 6 offenses, again, it's murder, but when it is planned, premeditated, the victim is a law enforcement officer, the victim is likely to provide material evidence of an offense, the death was caused by the accused committing or attempting to commit rape, compelled rape, robbery with aggravating circumstances. Again, rape, victim is raped more than once. So if it happens once or twice, if it happens twice rather, then it will be a Schedule 6. More than one person raped the victim. The accused is charged with commission of more than one rape or compelled rape. The accused was HIV positive during the commission of an offense and was aware of his status and wanted to, not just wanted, but you were aware and you're like, I'm doing this. Victim was under the age of 18. The victim as a person who was with a mental disability or disability that renders the victim vulnerable. It involves infliction of a grievous bodily harm. And then trafficking of persons also falls under this. Robbery involving a firearm, infliction of grievous bodily harm, taking of a motor vehicle. So then you have a Schedule 5 offense, but you were previously convicted for a Schedule 5 and a 6 offense. It will then obviously be now a Schedule 6 offense because an accused was on bail for a Schedule 5 or Schedule 6 offense. You'd still then be charged with a Schedule 6 offense. And Schedule 7 offenses are more serious than that of which police may fix bail under Section 59, but they are less so crimes that less serious than Schedule 5 and 6 offense. Remember, a Schedule 7 is actually less serious than a Schedule 5 and 6. Schedule 5 and 6 are the most serious example. For example, you are robbing a house, not just a house, but robbery, house breaking, theft, fraud, and the amount that is involved does not exceed 20,000, and possession of drugs, culpable homicide, arson, malicious injury of property, assault involving infliction of dangerous wound, infliction of dangerous harm, treatment of a person with grievous bodily harm, a firearm or dangerous weapon. And then please be mindful of Section 59(1) of the Act. Section 59(1) of the Act says, so if your accused person calls you on a Friday afternoon, says, I've been arrested, I would like you to come and apply for bail. This is a Schedule 5, not 7, Schedule 3 offense. I've just assaulted this person. Ask them, do you guys have a domestic relationship? What is a domestic relationship? Domestic relationship right now is very broad. Look at the amendments with the Domestic Violence Act. That will be very important. That's your homework for today. So if the person is accused, the person is now in custody, they will not be released by the police until they appear in court. They will not be released at all. So if the person is accused of hitting their girlfriend and it's a domestic violence, hitting their grandmother, their aunt, whoever it is, they will not, though it's a Schedule 2 offense which a police officer may give bail, they will not be released from custody because the Act doesn't allow that. Section 59(1) doesn't allow that, and you should look at, and then also, again, as I've said, people that are in domestic relationships as defined by Section 1 of the Domestic Violence Act. Those are things that you need to look at, and then also look at the Protection from Harassment Act as well. Those are the people that will not get bail, though their crime may be seen as a crime that is not as serious as a Schedule 5, 6, 3, 7, whatever it is. In a normal circumstance, they would be released on warning, but unfortunately, because of the persons involved, they wouldn't be released on warning. And then obviously, again, Section 17(1) of the Domestic Violence Act also states where a police cannot release a person who contravenes a protection order or conditions of the final protection order from court, of which right now, if a court is dealing with a matter that involves, no matter how small it is, if the matter involves a domestic relationship, they must issue a protection order and make it final if all the circumstances are met. Then, you wouldn't then be given bail by the police if you've contravened something like that. Remember that you may apply for bail from the DPP or the prosecutor authorized by, in writing by the DPP. You may apply for bail with prosecutor if a person is charged with a Schedule 7 offense after consultation with the SAPS, and that's where you guys would be involved during this festive season. If you want to release your client maybe on the weekend or after hours, you've discussed, and you want this person to be released before first appearance on a Monday or after a long weekend. Like we have a long weekend on the 26th, I think. So if the person is arrested on the 24th, maybe you want to go and discuss and with the prosecutor and the SAPS, and they then get authorization from the DPP to release this person. DPP being the Director of Public Prosecutions, or whoever that's in charge at that time. And then also please remember that even though a prosecutor may not be opposing your bail, so you must prepare for yourself for bail properly. Even though you could ask the prosecutor, are you opposing bail? They still need to put it before court why they are not opposing bail. And also you need to still adduce evidence to convince court that your client is a suitable bail candidate. And if you don't, your client might face not being released on bail. Okay, I think I've spoken a lot, and there's so many things that one can speak of about bail. Let me know if you want me to discuss how is a bail cancelled, or speak on cancellation of a bail, and I'll discuss that without hesitation. I'm now tired of being in the car. I think people think I'm weird. At least I parked it like not in public. It is in my yard and no one can see me besides my family right now. Anyways, yeah, good luck candidates and people that are working as skeleton staff this December. I think I'm one of them. Not that I think, I know I'm one of them that might. When you are a skeleton staff, you're basically on call. If there's a need for you to do a bail after hours, you would have to do it. Anyways, thanks so much for watching, and yeah, I will still be doing vlogs this December because I like doing that. And if you're just here for the legal videos, there's so many of them. Anyways, I love you lots. I will see you on my next video very, very soon. Bye.